Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. What we're going to look at here is the new mortise lock coming out by Gainsborough. I believe it's the 35 or 3400. Now this actual lock body is bigger than a normal mortise lock that you'll find as far as your Carver ones or your 3572s. They're actually different size. So if you've got a faulty one, you just can't rip it out and throw in a normal one, which is a bit of a problem. Also, you've got to order these aren't very common, so if one breaks down or plays up on you, it can be a bit of a nightmare. There we are there, 3000 series mortise lock, made by Gainsborough, made in Australia and all that sort of stuff. The model number is here, I believe. Is that the model? No, it's not. Anyway, they come in a few different configurations and things. They're not a bad lock. You know, you've got your what we call handing, but they call it kick off and things like that, and lock, release, and then they also have a little turn switches that go green and things like that, which go on the back. Now this one here created a lockout situation. The person had the key, which is the key right here, and this is the cam that they're using on the back of it. So what actually happens is that it's picked up by the insert cam, and the insert cam is located, I'll just put a bit more light. The insert cam is located right there, if you can see that little triangle part. And what happens is that these two, they marry up. So when you move your key, it then moves the insert cam, similar to a W cam on most standard mortise locks. But the person got home today and they couldn't get in. All of a sudden it's jammed up, and when I look at it from this side, I'm just going to put a screwdriver through the back. When you try and move it, nothing's happening. I'll put some light on so you can actually see what's going on in here. Oh, where's my screwdriver? There we go. If you look in there, the tail is off to the back of the lock, and it's basically going nowhere. So what really should be happening is the tail should be in this section here, and it should be moving the lock and unlock function of the lock right there, but it's not doing that. What's happened is that this cam, and it's not the first time I've seen it, I see these cams fail quite a bit actually, so I keep them in my toolbox, and they're actually pretty expensive. These little plastic inserts right here, this part here actually bends and goes all over the place, and this one is actually not in too bad a condition, but it has jumped its position, so I can't exactly put this back in the lock and hope for the best. So we're going to have to come up with a different solution. The way these two go together, if you can look at these two parts here, they go together just like that, and then one operates the other one. It's a plastic insert, and once again I can't do anything on this side without changing the cam. These two, they work together. So these cams here, I'm going to take you through my little bag that I've got for them. You can sometimes find them individually, but most of the time you got to buy them in lots of 10, and they're like, you know, 80 bucks a bag. So they come with like the little happy cam, if you can see it here. See that little happy cam there? That's one of them. Then we got this part here, which was on the back of that one there. Then we have more of these, I don't know what you call them, insert cams. Well, that's an insert cam middle part. That's them there, that's the replacement. Then we got our happy hair cams again, and then I got a couple of brand new insert cams there as well. Problem is, but I really hate these things. They fail, they play up, and I was lucky I could get this door open by not drilling. I used the under the door tool, got it open and got the lock apart, so I can save everything and just replace the broken cam instead of drilling everything open. A less knowledgeable locksmith probably would have put a drill through it and then ended up with a footprint of a lock that they can't match, and then ending up having to put an additional lock above. I've seen that done a few times. Alright, so what do we do here? Now this part here has failed, so I don't really want to put it back in the lock. They do have a turn snip on the inside, so they would probably prefer to keep that. The other option I have is just by changing it to a retract the latch only situation where the key could go in, turn, and just pull the latch back, meaning the outside handle would always be locked and the inside handle would always be free. That is an option too if I didn't have inserts to rectify this problem. But what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to put in a brand new insert. These things here, honestly, they cost about $10 to $12, probably plus GST. So I'm going to be charging probably about $25 for that piece of rubbish right there. That piece of rubbish that fails and only lasts a couple of years and is overpriced. I'm going to be charging about $25 for that, which I reckon is just overpriced and crazy, but I have to because I spent $400 to $500 just on bags of cams like that from that manufacturer. So that's what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to put it back all on the door, and it's going to last for a few more years until this part once again fails, and then we'll do it all over again. So this part right here, I wanted to this is the main emphasis of this whole video. Keep your eye out for these. Keep your eye out for these 3000 series mortise locks. Preferably try and keep one in your van if you can. They're more expensive, but when you get out on a job and this type of thing is your problem and this type of thing, and they're not common parts, what do you do? Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this has been some interest to you, and if you've got any comments, leave it down below. If you're seeing these locks in your area, leave it down below. If you've had several of these things play up and you've got some pretty choice words to call this little piece of plastic lock mechanism, leave it down below. It's always interesting. Thanks for watching.